Hi guys, we're going to focus on paper 2 of A-level PE for Edexcel. We're going to look at the skill acquisition paper, which is um, topic area 3, and we're going to look particularly at the coaching performer, focusing on coaching styles to improve performance. This should be a 5-minute revision video. So this is an example of Mosston's spectrum of teaching styles, and an exam question may just show you this picture and ask you to identify what teaching style is linked to which letter. So for example, the command style is linked to point A on the spectrum, reciprocal is generally point B or C, guided discovery is more in the middle, so around about point E and F, and then problem solving is the far end, which is at point J. And basically, as you can see, the point A is command style and it involves all teachers' decisions, whereas point J, with the problem solving style, is all learner decisions, and the spectrum identifies how much decision making is for the teacher or the coach, or how much is for the learners. So the command style is the first style of teaching, and it's generally point A on Mosston's spectrum, the very first line of the diagram. Now, this is where the teacher is in full control. They make all decisions. There's very little input from the learners. This is really good way to teach a group of beginners or large groups of, and particularly in dangerous circumstances. So information can be passed on very quickly and quickly communicated. These sort of style might be under high pressure situations as well, where the job just needs to get done. There's no time for communication and time for exploration, so we just go through it and just get the information across very quickly. It's very good in dangerous situations such as rock climbing or high risk sports such as trampolining. Very good with large groups because the teacher just needs to pass this information on, and so like group exercise instructors, exercise situations works really well with this style of learning, and the teacher can control the behavior of these learners. The disadvantages are that it discourages thinking and cognitive development of the learners. The learners become very reliant on the teacher, and that therefore will struggle under situations where they require them to have creativity. And also, it can be quite boring for learners that understand it and can learn quickly, and therefore they become demotivated. Reciprocal style of learning is where the coach will set the task, but there'll be student input. So the coach will be leading the exercises and the drills. The students will input with one another. So generally, this is done where we call it peer coaching. One student will coach the other student. It could be groups of students doing the same thing. This is a really good style for developing cohesion in the group, but also developing the different skills of the learners through the analysis and observation of each other, and then getting an understanding of the skill that they can apply to different situations because they have a good grasp of how the skill is made up. The difficulty with this and the disadvantages of it is there could be potential conflict between the students learning it, but generally it is more time consuming. Students also need a good grasp of the understanding, so it's not recommended for beginners. So the guided discovery method is in the middle of Mosston's spectrum. It's where the teacher sets a challenge and then lets the group get on with it, and then acts as a facilitator of their learning, which strengthens the SR bond, the stimulus response bond, make sure they're learning it through focusing on the environment over necessarily the skills. This is a great method for developing creativity and decision-making skills, and again gaining the knowledge and understanding of the task, which can improve people's confidence and interest in the activity they're doing. Disadvantages, again, it's time consuming, so learning can be slower, and if they learn it incorrectly or don't understand the skill to start with, they will get it wrong and learn it wrong, and this is why it's not good for beginners. The problem-solving style of learning is where the teacher will set an activity. This is often an open-ended type situation where there are multiple outcomes for the activity, and then allows the group to produce their own method or way of solving this problem. This is really good for developing strategies and tactics, so game-like situations, and it is great for increasing a really deep understanding of the skill and improving decision making skills. It is a negative of this is where we need experts, so it doesn't really work for beginners. You need a lot of experience to understand and solve the problems that have been set. It is very time consuming and slower, and it does require the individuals to have a great deal of confidence. So that was a real quick overview of different teaching styles and coaching styles. Just a quick tip, always have the different levels of performers in mind. Are they experts? Are they novices, or are they intermediates? And good luck answering exam questions on this area.